motherfuckers. On my way to work. Happy Friday, you motherfuckers. None of that grand rising shit. Get up and do what the fuck you came here on this earth to do. I don't give a fuck what you call it, work, whatever. Last time I checked, God didn't have to fucking work. So that's the type of shit I'm on today. But real quick, I wanted to touch on something that, in my opinion, that goes overlooked when it comes to, like, as y'all can tell, my voice kind of like deep and shit. I ain't had my coffee yet, so I'm like, hold up real quick. But when it comes to, I'm about to burn myself with this shit. When it comes to death, alright, here we go. Now when it comes to death, and when it comes to you working, or embodying a current, like specifically the death current, and I use that with the Palo Mayombe, with specifically as El Cristo Negro and Los Santísimo Muerte. But as a side effect of that, like always working with this energy so much and wearing it and embodying it for so long, it becomes a fixture within your auric field that not just in here in the flesh, but like throughout the parallel realities and the astral field, so to speak. So like, say in your specific city, like one of the things that you should pay attention to is the local obituaries of when like people pass away. And a lot of times, or more times than not, some elderly person, some elderly white person or some shit. In my case, hold on, I just dropped my goddamn phone. My other one. Hold on. But all in all, I'm gonna just get it to you straight. Like a lot of times they'll contact you. Because your light shines. You're like a flame, and they are moth to a flame when it comes to on the other side. The death realm. This is like the death realm. Not the spirit realm or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but I'll just call it like the death realm, because motherfuckers there died and passed over, and they confused. They don't know where to go, who to talk to, but instinctually, they know that they have to go to the light, a light. And that oftentimes, like, it's motherfuckers like myself or anyone else who are like way showers, who work with that energy, like Lord of the Underworld, who work with that energy of, that Anubis shit, opening up gateways for others to transcend and shit like that. And I didn't even know I was even really, that was like one of the side effects of this shit by embodying El Cristo Negro. I wore that energy done on my Apollo rituals and shit that I continue to do. But this shit came like almost like out of nowhere to me. I didn't really see it coming. But like, I know in my local city, I stay in Farmington Hills, Michigan. And there's been a couple times, it don't happen all the time, but I noticed that if I pay attention to the local obituary, and it'd be an old white man coming to me. And I don't see them outside of myself like you would see like in a movie, like a ghost. More so for me, it's like a telepathic link communication. I hear like them like trying to reach me. They don't call me by name or nothing. They like more so like, excuse me, hey, help me, or that type of shit. So I know where they go when they die. I'm literally experienced. I can tell you this shit for real. Like, they confused. So, but when I heard them, this shit just happens. This due to neuroplasticity, brain entrainment, and brain synchronization so long with these frequencies, you just able to do shit. And I don't have no name for this. I'm not giving it one, but I'm about to tell you what it is that I'm doing. I'm able to render his voice into images of what he looks like based on the frequency, pitch, and tone of his voice. And it's an older white dude, but the thing is, it's like he's shape-shifting between an older white dude to a young, robust, mid-20s white dude to a young person to a baby, like fluctuating back and forth, like just oscillating these different shapes. And he's confused, trying to figure out what the fuck going on. They in limbo, so to speak. Like, that shit for real. Like, that's absolutely motherfucking a 100% fact from my experience, that's where they go. And it's not like when Nipsey came through. Nipsey was different. Nipsey had I can draw a distinct line on this shit, is that he has a spirit. He has a, like, real soul. You know what I'm saying? Something solid. Like a foundation to fall on that's solid outside the flesh, outside of space and time, that we know of and understand as a soul. So when I saw this white person, or when I see these white people, they more, it's like they translucent. They not solid, but they not fucking like spirit either. It's like they in between. They in like the lower, I guess, based on what I've read and what I know and understand, based on, like I said, what I read. I just repeat this shit. Like the lower fourth dimensional plane of existence, where they fluid, but they solid, and but what I do know, they're dying still. They're still dying. They're dissipating. They're like dissolving, or like, you know what? It's not dissolving. It's more they're going through a form of vape. They're being like vaporized or some shit. And imagine like water just, like, I don't know, dissolving, but it's like they're the only way I can describe it, they're vaporizing slowly, but it happens, and they don't last. And they're fucking confused, and they scared. Like, I never told you this before, but like Robert Byrd, remember Robert Byrd, that motherfucker that was basically just threw the book at that nigga Michael Vick on that dog shit. Like, man, that nigga, I had that nigga locked in purgatory in a specific hell for that nigga. I did that shit myself. I did this shit about 2 years ago. And it was when I was embodying the Yarla energy. I put that nigga in a fucking purgatory hell with that nigga, just to get to go through the cyclical fucking cycle of getting fucking eaten alive by zombified niggers. Like, by niggas. It's like just getting fucking just beat the shit, because he was a piece of shit racist motherfucker. So what I'm saying is, and I mean this shit, you niggas need to write this shit down. You need, nigga, take these words home and think them through, nigga. Is that when they die, when a person with no spiritual foundation passes away, it don't matter, I'm gonna say it don't matter what color you are, but more, I'm strategically saying this aimed at what we know of as Caucasoids or Caucasian people, who don't have a spiritual foundation, who don't have a spiritual origin, or nothing to fall back to on some indigenous shit, like an indigenous spiritual system to work with, to be able to navigate through the death realm. They do not exist outside the flesh. Not for long. They go to a point where they don't exist. They like figments. I literally told you these niggas, this shit. Like, they are figments of our fucking imagination. Like a specter. Like a ghost. That we created for a specific purpose. And I'm not gonna tell you what the specific purpose for you creating it. I only know of it for the reason that I created it. And that's for my alchemical transformation. You just like me, man. I'll tell you, we mirrors. We all one and the same. Even though I may have higher awareness and cognitive understanding of what I am, living this shit every day, I'm no different and I'm no better than you. I know when I see you, I see myself. Honestly, 100%. But that's what happens to them. And that's a fucking fact. You can bank that shit. But experience is the best teacher. So go about your own rituals to find that shit out on your own. You want to get a local obituary in your local city and just see. Do a meditation, fuck with the frequency pitches and shit, and just see what happens. Don't take my technique. You know what I'm saying? Use your own. You can use mine, but understand something. They gonna show up, and you're gonna have to fucking be comfortable with dealing with spirits and dead people. But it may manifest to you as, you may see them come to you. You know what I mean? This shit came out of nowhere. Now, another thing, back on them not existing like this, you need to understand the plight they on, their plight. Like, they fucked up. Like, listen, about a year ago or 2 years ago, I did a ritual where, nigga, as slaves, nigga, we was fucking like, you know that one I made where I don't even remember. Like, I was fucking, when we was getting lynched and shit, and I told you I re-fucking did the whole shit with our imagination where we was just slaughtering them motherfuckers. Like, they literally, we are their judgment. And they have no fucking idea. Listen, I don't say this shit to, yeah, we on them. No, I mean, this is some humbling shit. This is some real shit. Like, Dave, man. When they talk about only God can judge me and shit, and like, everything they do is being watched, we the watchers. Now, I'm talking to niggas that's on my cloth. Like, fallen angels, nigga, that's us. Angels, that's literally us. If you haven't cultivated that self or level of understanding with yourself, it's me. Okay? Every goddamn thing that they done as far as weighing their spirit, if they are like not a moral good person, more so any type of malicious intent towards us or any fucking thing in regards to them being like having that supremacy mindset of fucking over another so-called race of people, for, man, they gotta pay for that shit, and when they pay for it, it's fucking, damn, man, why the fuck did I come with all that goddamn construction? They gotta pay for this shit, man, and it's hell to pay. There is hell to pay, and I mean that shit. That goes for Hitler, Stalin, any of these, man, what the fuck, fuck this shit. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I don't know what none of this shit is. This is some fucking construction on 96 in school crap, nigga. Know what I mean? Shout out to my Detroit niggas, my 313 niggas. Hold up real quick. Allow me to make some adjustments in this bitch. I don't know what the fuck. I'm taking a long way to work today, niggas. I wanted to fuck with y'all and I got a lot to say. Sorry, niggas getting sick of me talking this shit every day. But nigga, I got it. This therapeutic for me, nigga. And this ritual for myself. That I'm gonna go back on when I'm fucking, maybe when I'm on some psychedelics, when I'm listening to frequency pitches that's gonna like enhance my already psychedelic state to stay in it or whatever. I'm gonna listen to this shit and I'm gonna be mind controlled by this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Going through this shit. I don't have no frequencies playing right now on the phone. None of that shit going on right now. Just keeping it a buck with you. But they have hell to pay, man. They're gonna have to pay for that shit. You need to know that, and you need to know that it's all good, man. We ain't gotta really worry about that shit. Like, they gonna be fucked up. Like, real bad, man. And so in my opinion, when I talk about like repent, they gotta repent to us. I don't mean, and when I say us, I mean our motherfucking spirit and our like basically our soul. Because our soul is one goddamn thing. And that one goddamn thing is the all or the I am. And a lot of y'all niggas don't even know that's who the fuck you is and what you are. Man and woman. I know that shit. Some of you do. Some of you niggas do know this shit. But the motherfuckers who know this shit know that we ain't got shit to worry about. I don't give a fuck how bad this shit look. I don't give a fuck how many people in your family died from this COVID-19 shit or how crazy this shit get in this world. This is temporary. What's permanent is what's waiting for these niggas outside of the flesh for these motherfuckers that's dealing with like permanent or the second death type of shit. You know what I mean? That shit is forever. And when we delete niggas out of existence, we do it through black hole technology. I'm fucking trying to tell you. We're from a phantom matrix, so to speak. Now, if you know anything about the Melchizedek Emerald Cloister Order or any of the work that I told you about as far as like Ashiana Dean and dealing with like the freedom teachings and Lisa Renee and all that like new age indigo shit, you need to go look at that information with the lens and understanding that they know our science, and a lot of our science a lot of it is in that shit, but like you need to know that we the villains. We the villain in this movie. We the hero too, but in different timelines and shit. Like the one we on right now, we villains. And we the bad guy. And the bad guy wins. That's why you seeing it subconsciously play out in certain movies where the bad guy is now getting a lot of fucking more attention and more like screen time and more, you know what I'm saying, his characterization is more fleshed out through neurocinematics, where a lot of people have a sympathetic connection with the villain, like Thanos, like a Darth Vader, like a Joker that you just saw, which is all my archetypes and all my different person that I fucking embody and I infuse myself with to influence the masses through cinema and neurocinematics and what have you. And that's why you're seeing that. People want to see more of what the villain got to say, not the old like cosmic despot motherfucking tyrant motherfucker just got a one-track mind. He just want to kill people for what? Like what? For what purpose? So you're seeing that a lot more, and you're gonna see that a lot more. But what I'm saying is that is but a reflection of what's going on within you, whether you conscious of it or not. That's happening. You need to know that, and you need to take full advantage of that shit. Because if you don't, you're gonna perish for lack of knowledge. And what I'm telling you is, I'm just gonna tell you this shit. Don't take this shit for granted. Like, motherfucker, this place here, we created. I created it as a simulation, a place to come here to cultivate your alchemical transformation. It's not that complicated. In a nutshell. Where it's like a school. Like, you know what I'm saying? You come here to grow. And you want it to be over so bad, but motherfucker, you ain't passed the grade. And the only motherfucker that's judging you on this grade is you call it higher self, that's your true self. Ain't nothing higher than you, it's you. Stop saying that higher shit, you looking up to a nigga. Don't look up, nigga, look in the goddamn mirror, that's you. Fuck, get rid of the word higher in regards to you looking up to any motherfucking body, me or whoever. Don't look up to me, nigga. I don't give a fuck how tall I am. Like, straight up and down, nigga. When I'm talking to you, I'm looking you in the goddamn eye. Could it be one and the same? I'm trying to fucking wake that. I'm trying to wake myself up in you, nigga. Hey, trust me, nigga. I'm no better than you. Like, straight the fuck up and down. You know what I mean? Understand that. On some real shit. You need to. I'm waking myself up in you, and you hearing me. You hearing your motherfucking self through me. This is a mirror world, right? But listen, go back. We from like Universe B, Phantom Matrix. Look up anything within like the Nokian tablets, Enuma Elish, when it talks about like we like basically from hell, so to speak. We from like the underbelly of this shit, the upside down. But what's funny about this shit, if you really pay attention to this, we're in I told you. Look, niggas, look this shit up. A lot of you niggas ain't even came to me with questions on this shit. I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all. Like, why y'all not looking this shit up? I know y'all niggas distracted. I know it. You know what I mean? I get it. But listen, I'm gonna tell you this shit. Look up, research this shit at length. Sentient world simulation. You wanna know why this world seems like it's rigged for like so-called Jews? I call them Nazis. That's what they are to me. And we're gonna get on that later. But why it's so rigged, why it seems like it's so set up against you, that's because it is. Now, mind you, where the original world we existed in prior to this one was a simulation, but now we in a fucking mock creation. A carbon copy of ours, basically. This whole fucking universe, nigga. Everything is to monitor us and to keep us trapped. Or to monitor us and see just how the fuck we keep evolving. Like, what the fuck, how we gonna... They trying to survive. And the only way they can survive is to stay on our mind as a figment of our imagination. That's real shit, nigga. You need to bookmark that, nigga. You need to put that shit on a t-shirt, nigga. They are a figment of our imagination. But what's so funny is, we're in a sentient world simulation. Another simulation inside of our original simulation. It's all holographic, but it's set up strategically through fucking witchery and fucking sorcery that the Jewish motherfucker that we taught. Like Azazel, when I was Azazel, Lucifer and all that shit, within the narrative of all your biblical stories and shit, fallen angels teaching man the ways and dark ways of magic and sorcery. We did that and they used that shit against us. But we the sinister forces, Peter Lavender. We the angelic forces that communicate with them. Like, we both sides. We control on both sides of this shit. And what's so funny about this shit is, they absolutely, I'm talking about the vast majority of them, like, yo, Illuminati and yo, whatever yo nefarious fucking group you have for them, they don't know this shit. They're not aware that we're both sides of this shit. We basically playing with them. And we controlling them through their consciousness. They don't know this. They have it's a certain point, it's a certain awareness that they don't have, But motherfuckers who messing with psychedelics do experimentation with mushrooms and different things like that to enhance their perception and their cognitive awareness of oneself know this shit, and then they come back down from that high and they know and understand this shit is like cosmicism. That's when you hear like Geordie Rose talk about there's alien forces who don't give a fuck about human nature and they're indifferent. That's us. That's what I'm talking about. But they use technology. We give them the technology. You understand what I'm saying? We gave them Silicon Valley through the fucking macro. That's what we gave John D. And we also raised them motherfuckers up through the Dark Ages through John D. and Edward Kelly through the Renaissance era. We done that. And that was all angelic and fallen angelic forces that we all comprise ourselves as, influencing the very workings of humanity even to this day. Throughout civilization, throughout the time we've been here. But through that technology we gave them, they created a fucking another mock creation. And you need to know that, but you need to use that shit to your benefit. You need to start strategically weaponizing your environment and everything in it to your benefit. Everything around you ain't shit but binary code that you set up. So I don't give a fuck. They're in a motherfucking fucked position. You have no idea the level of wow, they are fucked. I don't give a fuck what go on up here. I don't give a fuck how many niggas you hear them killing on TV or shooting niggas with police. That's all to try to stay on your mind. You need to understand, so they trying to stay on your fucking mind. They need to stay on your mind. And they need you to lower your motherfucking awareness from a fucking I am to a human being talking about fighting for equal rights. When they right our rights. See what I'm saying? This is the thing. One of the most important things that they did, maybe the most important, is controlling the narrative. A lot of you niggas don't control your narrative. And they damn sure control the world history's narrative. So what I'm saying is, like, this is just real shit. Like, the Jewish motherfuckers in World War II, that basically Nazis and Jews the same thing. They really the same people. And they told us a bullshit story about them getting killed. And they really just switch names. And they just still carrying on the tradition. They do it covertly, though. But they control the narrative. That's why you can't say shit about them where they feel bad. And, that's why they set things up strategically in society. That's why they run most banks. That's real shit. But what I'm saying is, it's all good. Don't hate them. You should feel sorry for them niggas. But know that every fucking thing that they've ever done, I don't care, bro. I don't care how it is. Like, I do this shit. I communicate with the ancestors. All that shit. We talk about, like, spirits of the dead. Every person, past, present, and future, brainwaves exist on this planet, and I absorb them, motherfucking. That's how I do what I do. That's how I'm able to basically assimilate and download a whole fucking racist form of information. Like, morphogenetic grid manipulation and influence and shit like that. Like, I'm doing that shit. Like, now, Rupert Sheldrake, all that shit you've been seeing, and like psychotronics and geomagnetic grid manipulate, all that Dr. Purchase. I'm not just watching this shit. Nigga, half the time I turn it on for 2-3 minutes and then I'm start doing shit. I can immediately just assimilate information and just know what to do. And know how to weaponize it and utilize it on a practical everyday level. You understand what I'm saying? Like every fucking day. Like I got the color blue on, so I'm able to speak very clearly and very fluid on my voice and how I'm doing my shit. You know what I mean? Just today. Like you don't see me with the color red on. Most of the time, you got the color red on because I'm rooting everything within my root chakra. And you know how that shit work. You niggas already know. I ain't explaining this shit to y'all niggas. But you need to know that it's all good. But you need to know that where they go when they die, they come to us. And like, I seen this shit so many times. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Now, this is the picture I painted, okay? You paint it the way you want to paint it. Like, when they pass over, this is the reason why they try to immortalize themselves. This is why they trying to digitalize themselves. You see what I'm saying? I know this. This is the reason why technology is getting so advanced, because they trying to, it's a form of escapism. Escape from what? Death. They are very afraid. They know. What's the fucking point is, like, we fucking outside of this shit. We the aliens that's here. We the fucking UFO they seeing. It's niggas up there. It's niggas like me flying the motherfucker. You do. And when you see me get out that motherfucker, don't get scared, nigga. Don't keep that same energy, nigga. It's just me. God damn it, nigga. Don't look at me like I'm a monster, nigga. I am a monster. But nigga, guess what? I told you we one of the same, so nigga, it's time to tool up, nigga. Stop fucking bullshitting around. Stop, don't look at me like, oh my God, like, no, nigga. You God, motherfucker. Like, straight up and down, like, that's what the fuck we are. Look on the hieroglyphs, niggas look like me. I'm everywhere, nigga. You ain't never there. Nigga, why would I ever care? Nigga, pound for pound, I'm the best to ever come around here, nigga. Nigga, don't get me on that whole shit. Shout out to my nigga Jay-Z, dog. Anyway. But real shit, man, like, from the heart. We ain't got shit to worry about. They come to us when they die. So the picture I painted where they go, like, as soon as they pass over, like, immediately as soon as they flatline, they you know, it's kind of like Ghost, the movie Ghost, where they, like, slowly outside their body, and they kind of like, what I do? Then that nigga was like, remember that nigga Willie? Man, y'all have no idea how real that shit was. That's one of the, I think about that movie, I start to cry, nigga. I love that movie. Because it's one of the realest goddamn movies ever made. That's a documentary. And that documentary is about what's going to happen to so-called Caucasoids and motherfuckers when they die. That movie right there, y'all niggas need to watch that shit again, and you need to weaponize and internalize and use that shit as a spell to cast on them motherfuckers. That's gonna be what happened to them when they die. We gonna judge them. They gotta come to us. And that nigga was like, you're dead, Willie. The next thing you niggas already heard, he saw the shadows come and get that nigga. That's it. Shadow work? Why the fuck you think you doing shadow work? Man, the shadows is your fucking, that's melanin, nigga. That's all that dark matter shit, that Higgs boson shit. Like right behind you is unlimited potential darkness, shadows. It's alive. And we watching everything. Relax, man. Be easy. What you niggas should be doing after you hear this is fucking laughing. Now that stupid I sound, I know I sound dumb as fuck. At how fucking helpless they are. The situation they in is absolutely helpless. They are. It's way worse things than death. You know what's worse than death? To not ever exist at all. And they don't. Like the powers that be. And it can be niggas too. This shit doesn't matter. This shit goes beyond race, but it does have some semblance of melanin of race to a degree. But more so, like, outside of this shit, man, if you ain't cultivating your motherfucking spirit, like, you gotta find something. If you can't find something, you need to make it up. Make it up. Nigga, all this shit down here is made up. Nigga, everything is made up. Made up of what? Binary code, nigga. What you mean? It's computer code. Meaning that it's a code, nigga. And that code don't just happen. That shit is strategically placed in the collective super conscious that you are, nigga. And it's just a thing that has to fucking happen. We made it up. We made this shit up. Everything is made up. Made up of what? Ideas. What you mean? Everything you see in physical existence was first a fucking idea. It came from the realm of imagination. I don't give a fuck what it is. Including mountains and shit, nigga. That's a code. Hear me on this shit. Hear me! Robert Byrd, nigga. Barbaric! Who could be so cruel? Don't get me started. I've been torturing that nigga since he died. I ain't told no. I'm telling you that now. Nigga, I got channels of me torturing the shit out of that nigga about 3 years ago on my phone recorded, nigga. Y'all nigga didn't even heard this shit. Real shit. It's not just him. Ronald Reagan, too. I just recently got Reagan, though. I've been looking for that nigga for years. He was hiding from me. I found him. But I found that nigga by finding, I used his semblance. Like, when I take action figures, I can convert that shit to, like, a form of, like, a voodoo doll. And use that shit to infuse, put his essence in the image of what he is, and he's fucked. Like, nigga, you done fucked. He know it. And what I'm doing is what I've already did was extract all the information that he had as far as, like, extraterrestrial shit. He know a lot about that shit. That's why he's speaking that shit. When he's talking about, what if we have an alien force already amongst us? He was talking about niggas. Why the fuck you think they was... Nigga, you gotta think about the 80s. Fucking goddamn chapstick all fucked up. But, like, they was trying to wipe us off the goddamn face of the earth with crack epidemic and the fucking AIDS shit. Like, simultaneously happening in one fucking decade, the 80s. So, nigga, I'm an 80s baby. I came up in 82, nigga. And, nigga, they was trying to kill us. Shout out to any nigga that grew up in the 80s. That was the best shit for me, in my opinion. I know a lot of you 70s niggas that say otherwise, but fuck that shit. I'm gonna rap my shit, goddamn it. Hear me! But anyway, real shit, I know listen, $45 an hour, $25 for a half hour. That's my price for my consultations. Anybody want to fuck with your boy, I'm going to leave my email in the description box. Schedule a consultation. I'm going to be mad active on that shit. I already addressed that shit yesterday. I'm going to be doing more and more things. You're going to see, you're going to hear my shit more and more. I'm going to be on my Facebook talking my shit now. Like, I'm really about to weaponize this social media shit to another motherfucking level. Because I've been bullshitting on, like, I'm not a terrible self-promoter. Like, I need assistance on this shit. So a lot of my females, I'm going to have them help my shit up, boost my shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of get sidetracked on just doing so much shit. I kind of forget about that. But, and also, anybody who really, anybody who got any film study because I'm going to make a documentary about my life and everything I'm talking about here. And anybody who believe in me on some real shit, you want to get together, talk on some Zoom shit on really building on really, because there ain't never really been no occult or witchcraft, black magic fucking documentary. Like, that shit, I want to focus on me, like, on some real shit, on what I'm doing, on all that black magic sorcery shit that Panic talk about, where he, you know what I'm saying, that's our power. Yeah, let me show y'all how to do this shit, you know what I mean? Because I'm done it. Like, I've been doing this shit for eons. It's not just it's not my first rodeo on this bitch. But, like, real talk, like, seriously, if anybody got any experience with this shit in, like, film school or whatever, or look into, you know what I'm saying, tap into some other shit, and you really believe and you fuck with your boy on some shit, man, let's get together and do this shit. And I'm either doing it with your ass or without you. I'm gonna do this shit. And this shit gonna really light a fucking fuse under niggas. See, I'm in front of a fucking whip right now and it say road, and the next whip over here say Titan. 2 trucks. See what I'm saying? I'm surrounded by I'm weaponizing everything around me. And ain't nothing that happen every fucking day. But anyway, fuck all that. Like, straight up and down. If you want to fuck with your boy on that shit, man, holla at me, man. Because I believe this shit. I'm gonna do this shit. And another thing, this is, man, let me tell y'all a little secret, okay? Like, y'all know the flashlight I use. Y'all know what the fuck this nigga is doing a flashlight. I told you it was carrier wave. It's a radionics device, right? Anything, I mean, you gotta understand something. When you live in that magical mindset, state of mind all the time, I can literally infuse any fucking object magically and make it whatever it is I want it to do. And make it do what I want it to do, but make it serve whatever function I want it to serve. Because why wouldn't I be able to do that? You know what I mean? But you need to understand that you don't need necessarily a magic wand. You can use your fucking toenail clipping. It don't matter what the fuck it is. You decide what the fuck it is, and it is. That's how powerful your mind is. You know what I'm saying? That's how powerful your mind is. I don't remember what the fuck is my flashlight at, dude. Like, I always got shit around me, trinkets, weapons and shit. But, like, basically what I'm about to show you, oh man, this shout out, man, I'm gonna fucking butcher her name. Bay, my girl Bay, you know, my ATL. Mind control. Daily dose of melanin. Get the website, I'm gonna drop that shit in the description box. I'm gonna butcher her shit. I'm so sorry, I fucking forgot the name of that shit. But man, start using things around you, man, to fucking, it can be anything, some inanimate object, and make that shit, infuse it with your magic. I don't give a fuck what it is. Say, for example, oh shit, man, I ain't got no panic pack. I want a panic pack. Nah, I ain't trying to fuck with that nigga business. He got a business to run. He's selling a product. But I can take any motherfucking thing and make that object or that substance do exactly what the fuck the panic pack do. Based on me being absolutely convinced that I can transmutate any form of matter to serve any fucking desire that I fucking choose it's going to serve. Based on the spoken word, based on my will and intent. Like on that peach soda shit. That shit, like I'm, nigga, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Like, straight up. Healing your fucking stomach with peach soda. Like, that shit, that's one of the best fucking jewels Bobby Hemmett ever gave you, because that's using your creativity and your imagination, your power and your will and intent and your words that you speak into existence ad infinitum. What fucking time is it? You know what I mean? Hold on. 8:27. So, relax, niggas. My melanated people. Now I'm just talking to niggas. I'm talking to my Mexican niggas. Shout out to my Central Mexican niggas, all my Mexican niggas, my Haitian niggas, Sapase, my Dominican niggas, my people who really support your boy worldwide and shit. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, who got me on altars, who infusing me with energy and shit like that. Man, I really gotta tell y'all about this flashlight. Listen, what I didn't tell you is, like, you know, it's basically black hole sorcery. I got all kind of, like, the batteries I have in it is attuned to specific frequencies. But what I did, I took some paper, I put my sigils on them, and I taped it atop of the battery, and I put the batteries in, and they charged up, but they fuse in the light. So it's fused with my intent of that sigil. I have no idea what the fuck it's doing. I know it's working. You know, I just make it, you know what I'm saying, the mind makes it real. But when I flash it, when I'm splashing it atop of the fucking magnets, this is the kicker right here. I ain't tell y'all this shit. Atop of the magnets, which represents a symbolic representation of black holes. The specific black hole is Sagittarius A star, which is the central black hole in the Milky Way galaxy. That's sending out the binary code that's rendering your consciousness and making you see everything that you're seeing within your physical reality, which is my experience. It's not even a dream no more, it's my experience. What I put on it is my fucking, my nut, my semen, my sexual energy. So my shit is absolutely, man, you have no idea how potent it is. I have to be absolutely careful with this shit. Like, nigga, alright, let me just full fucking disclosure. March 23rd, in a city outside of in Nigeria, there's a fucking asteroid that hit that bitch. Google it, YouTube it. I did that with the flashlight. Now, I didn't need to use the flashlight with that shit. I could have just, but I really be fucking with the radionics. I really be fucking with carrier waves. And I told you, now before on the flashlight I used that for, I didn't even have, I used that thin ass paper, you know what I'm saying, that baked sheet paper, I forget the name of it, but I put that shit on top of it with my sigil and my intent, with my copper coil around it, and I send codes, man. I don't send codes just from here like I'm on Earth, up into the cosmos. I'm sending it through the fucking black hole to the sun, through the sun to me on Earth, outside of space and time, and motherfucking in space and time simultaneously. It's an eternal feedback loop I'm doing. Because I'm not here, but I am, but I'm not. But what I did, that was for the specific reason of hitting this motherfucker with an asteroid, and it just so happened that motherfucker they've been landed. They've been like, they ain't really big. This one was kind of side. This would have fucked some shit up. This would have like blew up a fucking like a whole apartment complex or some shit. Google it. I did that. Don't fuck with me. You can. All of a sudden, you're gonna get some shit weird ass boulder gonna fall on your crib and something out of nowhere, like a boulder that was in like some mountain in Siberia just land on your house somewhere in the land. You have no way of fucking explaining this shit. A lot of that weird ass shit be going on, and it's in the Book of the Damned. That's why you gotta read Charles fucking Forbes' Book of the Damned. The damned is the damned things that happen that have no scientific explanation for it. They just fucking shun it, and they don't even look into this shit because it's too fucking weird. Have no scientific basis of it. It's paranormal. You understand that? Everywhere I go is paranormal fucking activity. Because I'm preternatural. Like that shit. I've been knowing this shit a long time, man, as a child, and I had to just get used to it. Now I'm able to just talk this shit so much. Like, for the longest time I thought I was alone. And it was so mundane to me. I was just able to just move people and shit. Nah, nigga, just within the last month or so, my telekinetic powers are really turned the fuck up. I wasn't even working on them. What I was working on was more neuroplasticity and brain entrainment to activate certain portions of my brain. And that shit I just started doing the shit. Once I really focused on, damn, wait a minute. Everything is moving. Everything is vibrating. That's movement. That's frequency. Wait a minute, I'm already making shit move. And it's almost like that. There is no spoon. Then the motherfucking spoon just been, and I just gave up trying. And see, that's the thing. I surrendered. I stopped trying. I don't try shit. I just do. When I said let there be light, I just said let me try to let there be light. No, I said let there be light, and it was, and it is. So what I'm saying is I surrendered my perception and allowed the truth just to reveal itself for what it is already. It's already moving. Shannon, you're already making it move. Why? Because you consciously making it move. Why? Because you're aware of it. You're making it move. Stop trying and just accept the fact that it's moving already based on your will and intent of your observation. And that, when I realized that shit, I was like, God damn. then it became real easy. I mean, it's simple. It's not like I'm not trying to do this shit. It's just happening on its own. It's automatic. But when I want to speed some shit up, when I want to make a nigga trip or do something real like out of character shit, I can do that. You know what I mean? And it's some funny ass shit. But all in all, I know I'm going on. Y'all got a lot of jewels out of this shit today, man. I'm on some real shit. I gave y'all some shit for you to grow on and write down and look into sentient world simulation. You niggas need to relax and know and understand that you in control of this shit, whether you know it or not. And I ain't just talking to you niggas. I'm talking to every fucking melanated person. When I say niggas, I'm talking to, like, you know who the fuck I'm talking to. Japanese, Chinese motherfucker that I fuck with, nigga. Like, niggas, I'm so humbled by the people who fuck with me, who contact me, man. And shout out to every woman who got me on their altar, man. But then again, I'm in every church. I'm in every book. I'm every letter. I'm information. So I'm able to literally tap into the tapestry of creation. I'm literally a sentient form of a dinker code, given form, made flesh. As a nigga, you know, at the Rogue Titan, the Shannon Ramon Jeffrey. Like, I'm able to tap into everything. Like, this is the end result of fucking with 963 hertz, 369 hertz, that Tesla shit, like, and all the other frequencies I told you about for a prolonged period of time. This is the end result of this shit. The end result of it is that you're not even gonna realize you're gonna literally be everything. And you need to, man, believe in yourself. That's why the title of this video is The Faith of a Mustard Seed. You know what I'm saying? Trust me when I tell you, because I believe in you, because I believe in myself in you. All the jewels I dropped on you niggas through the Gospel of Thomas. Like, man, I'm really here in the flesh doing this shit now. This is so, I don't know, man. It's orgasmic. It's orgasmic because, nigga, I literally nutted, or nigga, I just, do sex magic and shit like that. I literally put my fucking sperm on this shit, man. My power, like my energy, my essence, man. You know how dangerous this shit is? Like, say, for example, nigga, why don't you do that shit to get some money? I got some money, nigga. I don't see it, though. Nigga, I'm doing my whole aim and purpose of this shit. Everything I do, everything I do at its default level is for my alchemical transformation. That's my number one, number two, number three fucking goal and agenda, and that's my ulterior motive in any word I speak, my body language, everything is for that. As a man, to cultivate and master my feminine energy. So, like, that's what's so important about neuroplasticity and using that to enhance and stimulate the right hemisphere of my brain. That's why I'm able to communicate with females the way I communicate with them, like, effortlessly, on a level, but still carry that masculine alpha male energy that they love and adore so much. Thank you. But I'm humbled by that. But I'm real serious shit, because bro, it don't cost you nothing. You can do this shit. A lot of you niggas is downloading the multi-tone generators and shit. If you got an iPhone multi-tone generator, pay for the additional charge to get, like, added frequency emissions to play on top of them, to play them simultaneously and flirt around with the shit. If you need help and assistance on certain links and shit like that, certain lectures to listen to, holla at me. But the thing is, I'm speaking for myself. I don't have a short attention span. My attention span is ad infinitum. See what I'm saying? I don't have distractions. I have no distractions in my life. You know what the fuck that means? That means everything I do is aimed strategically for alchemical transformation and spiritual self-actualization as I am as everything. All the time. Like, with the quarantine, like, I'm done with, like, sports. Like, I don't care. Like, even though my nigga LeBron James gonna win 3 titles, you mark my word. And that nigga gonna end up being the fucking president one day. Mark my word. Football, I don't care. I'm not sitting there watching TV, drinking a beer, eating a bratwurst and shit. It's not the time for that no more, man. It's 2020. I'm 2020 giving form, made flesh, incarnate, nigga. Yeah, see, my Saturn shit ain't on there. I gotta do my shit. But all in all, man, I'm gonna say this shit. I know I'm going on long, but I don't give a fuck, 'cause I got a lot to tell you niggas. Like, you can just put your fucking saliva on this shit and do the same thing. But I really wanted to put my sperm, my semen on it. Like, let me really try this shit. Now, I wanted to tell you, I've been meaning to do this shit, but it's been about a year and a half, 2 years since I've been doing it. Just try it out. But study. Like, really don't cost you nothing to work on your brain, your mind, to be able to cultivate the hemispheric connections in your brain and sync them up. And if you still watching lectures, like, okay, say, for example, you want to watch an old Bobby Hemming lecture. Don't watch it just to watch it. You need to know and understand that what he's telling you is you need to weaponize and internalize the information. I'm going to say that. If panic talking, you need to weaponize and internalize any form of information. I don't give a fuck who talking. I don't give a fuck if it's a white person talking. Look at it as that's your information, and that person is your vessel, that's your creation to tell you what it is that you already know. But what it is that you're self-actualizing within yourself in that moment. Bro, it don't cost you nothing. Stop making excuses. God don't make excuses. Right? Who are you? God. Female, goddess. I don't care how, man, I know we struggling. I know we went through this shit. Man, I will tear the fuck up if I keep going on with this shit. I'm telling you, it's all fucking good, man. It's all good. This shit is temporary, man. Motherfucker, when you go to school, do you stay in that motherfucker forever? No, you go to 12 levels and you graduate. You know the shit. It's temporary. Cherish this moment that you got to cultivate and go through what we go through, suffering and toiling and shit. You need to appreciate that shit. You need to appreciate the fact that you may have got raped or whatever, because you wrote it into existence. Nobody did this to you. You wrote it into existence. Why? Because you God. You wrote it into existence to experience it for your own self-growth, just like I do for me. If you don't know that shit, I know it. I'm telling you, you need additional understanding on it. Holler at me on the consultation, man. If you want to spend some, you know what? If you want to fucking holler at me on consultation, holler at me, man. Like, serious shit. Like, I'm like this in person, on camera, on interviews I do with niggas. I wish I could get in front of you and really look at you in your eye, and he gonna break down and start crying. I'm talking to your fucking soul, nigga, because you hearing the soul speak to you, and it's your soul speaking to your motherfucking self. We one and the same, man. Real shit. I don't give a fuck how long I'm going on this shit. Y'all niggas gonna get this work, goddamn. Really, being totally genuine with you. You understand what I'm saying? And let me see what else I want to tell you. Another thing I got advice on, like, I know a lot of y'all niggas is busybodies and shit. Y'all mind is gone. You have to know how to weaponize and use your ego to your benefit. Make it serve you, your highest ideal, your true self, right? Like mine. My ego is my handmaiden. That's one of my best friends is my ego. We like Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan on the court. I know them niggas off court got a little, we great. But you know that you're not the body. You say that, right? Yet I don't know if you believe it. Do you believe it? Do you have faith in that statement that you hear when you hear that? Like, you're gonna have to start. What I recommend, like, everybody write this shit down. Man, literally start writing out your own affirmations. Start fucking with these frequency generators. Find out which ones you resonate with. Look it up. Whatever. You holler at me on Better Insight on it. Do it. And start writing out your affirmations and literally record your fucking self. Speak them into existence, man. Your word is a word of fucking God, man. You God. Like, nigga, I am. I know I am. That's why I can't be fucked with. I'm not this thing, man, this flesh, this vessel, nigga. I'm every fucking thing. I'm information, nigga. Consciousness. Like, I'm saying that to say it to you, nigga. You talking about you woke and you ain't, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't woke, man. I'm woke. From what? Nigga, not from the dream or reality. I'm woke from the experience. And I'm here to tell you that, nigga, you are too. If you gotta do what you necessary things for you to do to really unlock all of this shit. Weaponize your brain, nigga. My shit is 100% active. I can do all kind of shit. I've killed niggas with this shit. I've influenced other motherfuckers to kill themselves with this shit. And some baneful magic shit. Not no shit you read in the book. My own creation. My shit way more potent than whatever been put in the fucking pen and pad on paper. Here. I can't even teach this shit because it changes every fucking moment of every fucking day. Like the shit I did yesterday ain't shit compared to the shit I'm spewing into existence here. You hearing me speak right now. And guess what? Tomorrow it's going to be the same thing. I mean, I'm self-improving. You know what I mean? I'm going through multiple levels of acceleration. You can do that too, and it don't cost you nothing. Stop taking for granted the opportunity that you have down here to self-actualize yourself as God in the flesh. Real talk. Or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I am, whatever. Right? Stop laughing and giggling. Get busy with this shit, man. I'm telling you. Because, nigga, there ain't going to be opportunity out. Nigga, once you done, this plane of existence ain't going to be here no more. Because, honestly, I'm wiping this shit clean. And I know how to do it. I've already done it. And it's through black hole technology, black hole sorcery. It's the reason why the first goddamn video you ever seen me post was black hole vampirism, whatever the fuck it was. It's for a very specific reason. Out the goddamn gate. My first one. So, start writing out your own affirmations. Write them out. Record them. Listen to them. Program your sleep. Listen to them during the day. Like, I'm about to get busy on this shit. Like, I'm always doing this shit. And know that it's all motherfucking good, man. I don't give a fuck how it look on the TV news of niggas struggling. It's a fucking joke, man. You have no idea. Listen, we are fucking monsters. MONSTERS, all caps, exclamation point, ad infinitum. Monsters to these motherfuckers outside of space and time. They have no legs to stand on when it comes to interfacing with what we are. We are literally cosmicism given form, made flesh incarnate as whatever it is that your fucking name is. That H.P. Lovecraft shit, when you talking about interfacing with something so monstrous and something so alien beyond their comprehension, that's what we are to them outside of space and time. And inside of space and time. Laugh. I'm calling the ritual. Tomorrow night, nigga, 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. If you want to fuck with your boy, I'm going to be up. What I recommend, find the frequencies. Listen to whatever, but listen to a YouTube, basically drums playing on some Shango, on some African shit. I gotta give credit, shout out to Brother Beniti, who really emphasized the importance of drums and when it comes to vibration and frequency pitches, when it comes to getting your mind in that meditative state to that rhythmic drum shit. Cause that nigga play drum, he a bad motherfucker with them drums. Like, I watched that shit in the past. That nigga, he good, he's right. That's some powerful shit. Listen to that 3 o'clock in the morning and you up listening to shit. Like, be up, like, do some ritual shit. And the whole ritual is to fucking, what do you want to aim it at? Holler at me in the comment section on what you want to aim and direct that energy to. Now, we can do it collectively. It don't take it. Now, I do this shit all the time on my own, and I do it through you when you dreaming and shit. I'm just gonna hijack these niggas and just add them niggas to participate with what I'm doing. Them niggas is fucking dreaming. You wake up, I don't know what the fuck I was dreaming about. And then you just start doing drums and shit. You like, I be just body snatching niggas, making y'all do it. Cause nigga, basically what I'm saying is that more numbers, the better. Basically. But we all one anyway, so to speak. But it adds into the momentum. And it's like an avalanche. And what's at the bottom of that avalanche is whatever it is, whatever obstacle that you have in your life, including the Caucasoid, Jewish motherfucking Nazis, whatever. We can end them. They done. They are, man, listen. They gonna have to repent to us.
as every goddamn dark monster, entity, god, goddess, motherfucker in existence. We are them. That's what we are. But what we are is so much more than that, as everything. We the darkness of space. We dark matter, black goo. We are the Higgs boson field. This cosmic soup, primordial chaos. That's what we are, and they got an answer to us. Judgment Day, we are living sentient form of Judgment Day, given form, made flesh, whatever it is that you call yourself. That's what I am. Start believing that shit and start living that shit every fucking day. Not on some, yeah, nigga, you fucked up. No, I know what I am, nigga. I'm good. And I'm gonna keep working this shit. I'm gonna keep self-actualizing myself, growing in power every moment of every motherfucking day. That should be your goal. There's no excuses, man. There's no excuses. Say, for example, in my boots, know what I mean? I got sigils and shit. Nigga, I got niggas who I just conquered and trampled the bottom of my fucking shoes and shit. Every walk, every step I take is just me, every step is just adding to more and more motherfucking power. Every word, every moment, every now moment. Understand the now moment of being able to have no thought that takes you moving your assemblage point and you collapsing the world, stopping the world by surrendering to your perception. So what I'm saying is, stop trying and start doing and acting upon your motherfucking power. Share this shit, man. This shit gonna be on my Facebook. Like, really, I'm a live ass nigga. I'm about this life. Understand me? And I embrace death as Lo Santísimo Muerte and as El Cristo Negro, the Lord of the Underworld. Like, I fuck with Apollo. Like, I'm about that life. This whole goddamn thing is Apollo ritual. Y'all niggas don't even know. I'm on them. If you got Apollo fucking altar, I'm on there as every entity on that bitch, but especially as Lo Santísimo Muerte, my divine feminine, and as El Cristo Negro. You looking at them, nigga. Salute. Let's get busy. I don't try. I do. And I'm no better than you. Why? Because we one and the same. So this is me lighting a fire up under you, man. Like, I got will and intent. Fuel this light, this carrier wave that's influencing your cellular structure through the sun, but specifically you watching this shit. To self-actualize yourself as the God that you say you are. As the God that you claim you are. I'm putting you in a mind-controlled hypnotic trance for you to know and understand and cultivate your motherfucking power. It don't cost you nothing. Accept it. Resistance is futile and self-actualizing your true power. Why you want? What's the threat? There's no manipulation. I'm not trying to fuck you. I could, but I'm not. I'm being 100 with you. This is from the heart. That's why it's purple, nigga. Crown chakra. Like, that's why I'm shining this shit on you. I call my brother son because I shine like one. Like, on some real shit. Y'all go for every man, woman, and child who of my cloth. Real shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna go an hour on this bitch. I'm at 58 minutes, so I got another minute of this shit. Again, man, I'm gonna leave my information in the description box and shit, man. Have faith in yourself, man. Faith of a mustard seed. And know and trust your power. And know that, I'll tell you, man, listen. They gonna have to answer for this shit. And it's so fucking funny. If you see what the fuck, like, I don't give a fuck how many slaves our ancestors died. I'm talking about Native Americans too. Every fucking thing. Every fucking indigenous Vietnamese motherfucker they went over there and was killing. Every fucking nigga that Hitler was experimenting on killing in fucking Nazi Germany and shit. It's all good. Every fucking experimented motherfucker got killed by all them vaccines.